Hello everyone, welcome to LaLiga Loca Africa. Great to have you joining us for the first show of 2023 as we bring you the best La Liga news and insights from an African perspective. We've got a scintillating first show of the year lined up for you. Here's what you can look forward to. In this episode of LaLiga Loca Africa, we chat the 2022-23 La Liga title race with special guests Kamogelo Motecwane and Enrique Suay. We hear from former Nigeria and La Liga footballer Ikechukwu Uche. And later, two fans go head-to-head for the big prize in our La Liga quiz. Alongside me for this episode of La Liga Loca Africa, two newcomers, Kamogelo Motecwane from Soccer Laduma, great to have you with us, and Enrique Suay, who is the La Liga delegate South Africa. Gentlemen, let's start with you, Kamogelo, because you have the biggest smile. You're quite excited, obviously, about the fact that a new year has brought a new leader at the top of La Liga.
Yeah. The 2022-23 La Liga season has brought up Barcelona as the new leaders going into the 2023. It's been miraculous, right? For so long, everybody had anticipated that Real Madrid were the ones that were going to, so to speak, run away with it. Calls for Xavi to be removed and all of that, but here he is, top of the league, 3 points ahead of his rivals. Yeah, couldn't think of a better way to start the season as a Catalan.
And that started also with an amazing match against Atletico Madrid. So it's not like they were grabbing points easily. They have been hustling, to make their way up to the top.
And at the same time, a very surprising loss for Real Madrid to Villarreal. One thing that stands out from that match for the first time in their history, no Spanish player in the Real Madrid team.
It's very interesting, but also we need to remember that there are many of them that have been playing for Real Madrid for so long that I almost would say that more Madrid fans would be like, no, but that's our homeboy at this stage. So, but regardless, I think we need to appreciate also Villarreal. They are really doing what they need to be doing. They always tend to be not as strong at the beginning of the season as they would like to be. So seeing them already so on the top of the season, that's very, very good news.
So with Barcelona 3 points clear at the top and Real Madrid in second place, are we saying that Real Sociedad now, who are 6 points behind Madrid and 9 points behind Barcelona in third place, are we saying they're out of it? It's officially a two-horse title race. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, traditionally you'd think the two biggest teams in Spain would be the ones that would lead the race until the very end, but Real Sociedad are arguably playing the best football in Spain. Everybody's playing well. Take Kubo's playing well. David Silva's playing well. They still have Mikel Orizabal out. He's going to come back and make a big impact for them. Real Madrid and Barcelona actually aren't playing to the best of their ability, in my opinion. So it's still there to be taken. Real Sociedad have an outside chance, but you'd argue the best case for the Clásico rivals.
Yeah, so do you think it's a two-horse race at this point in time, or is it too early to call?
It's very early. Yeah. It's very early. I think it's also going to feel a very, very long season. We need to remember that most of our biggest stars have been playing the World Cup. So starting early the season, playing the World Cup, after that having to go through a long season, also with international tournaments, I think it's very early to call anything. And also I'm very intrigued to see how certain teams hold their race throughout the league. Seeing as he was saying, Real Sociedad is playing very, very nicely right now. Betis is also fourth. Atletico Madrid, although they are going through big changes, I'm still having them in my mind as one of the strong teams that might grab some of the points. I think there's a lot of room for many things to happen.
Yeah, interesting point you made there, Kamogelo, about Real Madrid and Barcelona not really being at their scintillating best. We had wondered how was this World Cup going to impact league football once it resumed. I think we're seeing a little bit of a stuttering restart to the season from those two.
Yeah, especially Real Madrid, right? You have to also factor in how long and how much those players played last season as well. They went throughout the La Liga season playing at a high level, Champions League as well. These players are playing for really good countries that go far in the World Cup as well. So, yeah, they've been playing football, and when you come back and it's just automatically having to adapt to that club climate, it's kind of difficult, right, to get back into the groove of things. So I think they'll be the ones that struggle for as much as they have the experience to express themselves and to play to the level that we know they can. I think they're the ones that are going to be troubled a little bit because Barcelona is so naive and they're so young. I think they have a better chance of taking a bigger lead in the title race, in my opinion.
Let's talk more about that World Cup, because the last time we had LaLiga Loca Africa was before the World Cup. We weren't sure what we were going to see. What we did end up seeing was some La Liga stars absolutely putting on a show, being outstanding out in Qatar 2022. For me, without a doubt, from an African and La Liga perspective, you can't look any further than Yassine Bono, because Morocco just exceeded all expectations. The first African nation into a FIFA World Cup semi-final, and he kept 4 clean sheets in the 7 matches they played. There was a penalty shootout victory as well in which he starred. Simply outstanding. Your thoughts on him, and who else stood out for you?
Yeah, Yassine Bono, you can't look past that in an African perspective. You think about the games he played against Spain, against Portugal, Belgium as well. He was outstanding. Vital saves. Yeah, the reigning African MVP, right? I was very impressed with Morocco in general, just because of, Waid Regragui being the coach, African coach, leading them as far as they did. With the best defensive record, yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, from Inaki Williams also impressed me. Inaki Williams, I think being called up to Ghana gave him a different confidence, because even going into the World Cup, he had scored 5 goals, which had been the most he had ever scored up until that point. So he was although he didn't score at the tournament, you could see he was working hard for the Ghanaian team, and that was all they could have asked for.
Yeah, you've mentioned LaLiga Loca Africa half-season MVP. Just keep that in the back of your mind. We're going to be talking more about that a little bit later on. Who else stood out for you? Maybe Luka Modric?
Obviously, Luka Modric. We were all wondering how Croatia was going to come back to the World Cup after the last World Cup, and I think he still is the key star within the team, so I think he did an amazing job. Also seeing all the French LaLiga players, Tommy,
Kamavinga, Griezmann,
thanks.
who was really outstanding in a new role for France.
Yeah, so in that sense, we have seen many La Liga players really outstanding, but obviously the prize went to Argentina, and Rodrigo de Paul being the representative within Atletico Madrid, within that team. That was very, very special for everyone.
La Liga, just fun fact for you, had more representatives in the 2 finalist squads than any other league in the world. There were 10 from Argentina and 5 French players as well. Luka Modric aging like a fine wine, but the other person you mentioned, Rodrigo de Paul, earned himself the nickname of Messi's bodyguard. He went all the way as a standout in the midfield as Argentina went to claim the biggest prize.
Yeah, Rodrigo de Paul played great. For as good as he did play, I thought he dropped off a bit, like, for as far as his standards were concerned in the Copa America, but he was still fantastic for Argentina. Nobody won more possession for Argentina than Rodrigo de Paul. He's just been immense. He's recovered the ball more than anybody. Him, McAllister, and Enzo Fernandez struck up a brilliant trio in the middle of the park. So yeah, it was that consistency that ultimately led to La Celeste grabbing their 3rd star.
Speaking of standout players, it's time now for something you already brought up a little bit earlier on, which is the standout African players in La Liga this season. We're going to tell you how to get involved in the voting for the La Liga African half-season MVP, but let's look at who is in the running. We've already talked about Bono. Are your thoughts? He won it last season, a half-season and full-season MVP. Is he odds-on again to win it this time?
I'm not sure. Sevilla aren't really playing the best at the moment. He's been in good form in the last couple of games against Celta, against Getafe. So yeah, I think it's going to be tricky for him to keep it, but yeah, he still has a good chance. I'm guessing his time with the national team probably might sway a few voters, but yeah, we'll see.
Who else is in the running?
I mean, obviously, Iñaki Williams is in the running. Obviously, we also have players like Geoffrey Kondogbia for Athletic Madrid. One of my favorite ones because he has been so kind of like out of the blue sign up for Athletic Madrid, and since he arrived to Madrid, he has been playing amazingly. Who is Reinildo Mandava from Mozambique, so representing Southern Africa. On my heart, although he has not really performed this far, he had a very bad injury at the beginning of the season, is Tino from Zimbabwe, who is playing for Mallorca. So there are a few players that we want to look at. Nicholas Jackson, we were talking about him that in BRL he made an amazing impact. He's not supposed to be a starting 11 player at this stage, but still he is performing and giving assists and goals to Villarreal. So in that sense, to me as a revolution player has been very, very cool to see. But I think we had also some names like Jene, like Aido at Celta.
Yeah, Aido's been playing really well for Celta. They might be languishing a bit to the bottom, but he's been fantastic. They got a hard-earned point this past weekend, so he was immense for them. Team of the week in La Liga, so yeah, Aido has been immense. Jene has been immense for Getafe as well. One of the very few Africans that has captained the La Liga side, so yeah, good. Shout out to Jene.
Yeah, very impressive. Any one of the others that Enrique mentioned? I mean, who would you be voting for?
My vote would be with Iñaki Williams. Just off the way they're playing Atleti as a whole, the work he gives for the team, not just scoring goals, but tracking back, being an example up front. I think he's a front runner in my opinion.
In that sense, I want to say for Iñaki Williams is what I really, really love about that player is that he plays every single time for Athletic Club. Like, he's always available, he's taking all the minutes, he doesn't ask for substitutes, he just wants to play every single match. So that kind of effort, I think it's incomparable. Like, a player that will go through absolutely everything to make sure that on the day of the match he is available, he's fit and he is ready to roll. I think that's something to recognize.
Yeah, we know he has this remarkable record of consecutive appearances in La Liga. He's the record holder. There is Iñaki Williams of Athletic Club. Just looking at his stats, he's got 5 goals and 1 assist in La Liga so far. He's 3 goals away from matching his goal-scoring tally from last season for Athletic Club. Is that who your vote is going for as well?
As a league, I think I need to stay away from this conversation. But I really like him. I really, really like him. I think he's an amazing guy also. We saw him, there was this show on Amazon Prime where they were talking about different players, and one of the stories was about Iñaki Williams, and it was very interesting to have a little bit of a look into his life. So yeah, it's one of my favorite ones.
That's Iñaki Williams of Ghana, just played for them in the FIFA World Cup as well. You'd have seen him in action there. So to vote for the La Liga African half-season MVP, just go to our Facebook page. Enrique, other details?
Facebook page, La Liga, Instagram at La Liga. Check, there's going to be the links on there. You will go to this website where you just need to vote for your favorite player. You get the chance to win a FIFA 23 plus a La Liga merchandise set. And if you are sharing the questionnaire, you might also get the chance to win one of those beautiful La Liga Puma balls.
That is a massive prize just for casting your vote for the La Liga African half-season MVP. It's on all our social channels, on Facebook especially. It'll give you the link to go and vote for your favorite player from this continent in La Liga so far at the halfway mark of this season. Big prizes, FIFA 23 up for grabs, La Liga merchandise, and this La Liga ball for the season as well from Puma. Thank you so much to the guys alongside me. It's been great chatting to you about all things La Liga so far this season. Thank you very much, Kamogelo, and thank you so much to Enrique as well. Next up for you, we chat to a former Nigeria and La Liga star. Welcome to LaLiga Loca Africa, Ikechukwu Uche. Great to have you join us on the show today.
Thank you for inviting me.
You spent 6 seasons in La Liga Santander. What were some of the challenges you faced in your playing days, and what helped you overcome them?
You just have to play because we were here to play. So those are the things, and then you start making friends, and well, every year gets better. Then there are sometimes you don't get to play, sometimes maybe for one reason or the other, injury or something like that makes you, sometimes you just feel like, okay, things are not going well, but in the end, you just have to keep going, discipline yourself, knowing that, okay, sometimes it doesn't go the way you want it, and then you just have to, when it's not going well, you just work hard and wait for your time, because things always change, bad moments change, so you just have to try, and with the help of your brothers and your friends, and you can always get through to all of that. You
played for Getafe, Real Zaragoza, Granada, Malaga, Villarreal. That's a lot of clubs. Which one brings you your fondest memories?
The best memories is my first game. Actually, 2 memories. My first game in La Liga, and then when I scored my first goal. I think those were my moments. You know, like I was so happy. That moment I felt that I have achieved my first how do I say it? Like I was very, very happy because it's not something everybody was like, I would say within me, like other players wish or dream to. I would just say that my dream, you know, it's one of my dreams to play in La Liga, and then seeing it happen was one of my best moments.
You once had a 14-goal season for Villarreal. What do you think was your biggest strength that helped you achieve that? It
was, I think we had a great team. We had a great team. I would not say I was the only one that did it. I think we had a great team in Villarreal, and then I think that was why all that achievement I was able to get to that numbers, you know. You're from a nation that's always produced impressive strikers. So how did you feel when you got your first call-up for Nigeria? That's another dream that I was able to achieve because, you know, coming out from Nigeria and then getting to Spain with all the experiences and coupled with an invite to represent your country, it had always been my dream. And I was very happy that I was able to achieve that. Not even one time I was able to play many games, and I represented Nigeria as well in the Nations Cup as well. Even I would say I was opportune to be one of the people that would say that we won the Nations Cup. So I think I cannot ask for more. That was one of the. I was very happy to have achieved that. There are some standout players in La Liga currently from this continent. What's your view on the likes of Iñaki Williams and Yassine Bono? Yeah, it has always been what I had wanted to see more players in La Liga. It makes me happy because when I got here, there was, I would say, few players, and if you ask me the reason, I will not tell you. But now, yeah, as things are going, more players are coming, more African players are playing, and more African players are being given the chance to play, like the names you just mentioned. Jene captaining his team. And this is a good thing to see African players. Ike, thank you so much for your time. It's been a great pleasure having you on La Liga Loca Africa. Thank you very much for inviting me. Now it's time to put two superfans to the ultimate test in our La Liga Loca Africa quiz. Let's meet the players.
Hi, my name is Tabang, and I am a Madrid supporter, and I come from Suay.
In case we couldn't tell from the jersey, what about you?
My name is Junior. I'm from Voice, and I'm a Barcelona fan.
Junior, you're wearing the right brand there on your T-shirt because the first prize today, the winner gets a La Liga replica ball from Puma, and the runner-up also gets quite a brilliant prize, actually. I'm not sure which should be first or second, but this Mallorca jersey is going to be the prize for the runner-up. Let me remind you how this game works. We've got 5 questions, pretty much like a penalty shootout. And we've also got some extra questions in case we need to go to sudden death. If you know the answer, just scream out your name. The person whose name I hear first, you'll get to go first to answer the question. Okay, got it? Question number 1. Who is currently the FIFA Ballon d'Or holder?
Messi.
Junior.
Is your name Messi?
Damn.
Thank you.
Okay, let's and you were so good in the build-up. Your name is not Messi, your name is?
Tabang.
There we go. Okay, Junior, you shouted first though, so you can go.
Messi. Messi. Huh?
Do you want to have a go?
Tabang, Messi.
No, you just gave the same answer, guys.
Wait, what?
He plays in La Liga, he plays for your team.
Junior.
Junior, it's too
Benzema.
late. I gave all the answers already. You
damn.
guys.
But he's gonna be now.
Do you want some time to study?
Oh,
Okay.
Be like that.
It's okay. It's all right.
Okay, let's try this again. The correct answer was Karim Benzema for Real Madrid.
question.
Okay, next question, number 2. Which La Liga club did strikers Sergio Aguero, Diego Forlan, Fernando Torres?
Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, all right, redeeming himself. It's 1-0. Come on, Junior. Number 3, who is the current top goal scorer in La Liga? Junior?
Benzema.
No.
Tabang.
Tabang?
Vinicius. Junior.
No.
Damn.
Robert Lewandowski, come on. All right, 3 questions in, and it's still 1-0 in the shootout to Tabang. Question number 4. We're running out of questions, guys. Which team is the Spotify Nou Camp home to?
Tabang.
Tabang?
Barcelona.
Oh, okay. That's 2-0. Junior? Junior.
Cat's got my tongue.
Junior. Okay, the penalty shootout is officially over. Tabang is the winner, but I'm just out of kindness, out of the goodness of my heart, I'm going to give Junior the opportunity to get one back here. A little consolation for you. This question is only for you, Junior. Which La Liga side did Jose Mourinho formerly manage?
Real Madrid.
Okay, Junior's on the board, but we have a winner. Tabang, congratulations. 2-1 the final score. Junior, this is your Mallorca jersey. Still a great prize. I'm just going to leave it on there. And Tabang, this fabulous replica ball for the 2022-23 season is yours. Congratulations, Tabang, our winner. I think you want to do a little celebration with your prize?
I can't celebrate with it because it belongs to my sister. So I'll just take it on her behalf.
Isn't that sweet? Listen, if you want to vote for the La Liga Africa half-season MVP, there's a QR code on your screen right now. Scan that, go to the website, and get voting for your favorite African star in La Liga so far this season. That's all we have time for in this episode. Thank you so much to our guests. It's been great having you with us as well. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.